Founder's Log, October 1st, 2011. Hi, my name is Dr. Palmere, founder and creator of Space Voyage. We're currently in the process of taking Space Voyage into a Charter Lab Innovation School here in Colorado. In reviewing the Space Voyage program, we found an archive of the promotional videotapes from 1992 and 1993. What follows is promotional videotape number 2 that shares the Space Voyage school seminar but contains the same core values and foundations that our new school will have. I hope that you enjoy it.
Space Voyage is a set of activities that invite students to experience what it would be like to think as if they were an astronaut. The skills of Space Voyage focus on problem solving, teamwork, and communication under the umbrella of a positive mental attitude and positive thinking. You four are going to be a group. You four, okay? You're going to be group 1, okay? You four are going to be group 2, okay? You four are going to be group 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. You 5 are going to be group 4. Don't dive. Let me set it up for you there. With Space Voyage, and I'm interviewing a girl who just broke the world record on Out of Control, the spinner that you see behind us. What's your name?
Amanda.
Amanda, and where do you go to school? What's your last name? Okay, Amanda Reisner. We're going to watch her do sit and spin again. The activity that invites the students to experience a little bit of thinking like an astronaut, where they have to deal with some of the stressful things involved. Out of Control simulates a spaceship tumbling in space.
Let's go!
And I'm a 16-year-old sophomore at Cherry Creek High School, and I've been involved in the space program, Space Voyage, for approximately 4 years. I was introduced to it when I was a 6th grader, and I've been working with Dr. Palmere, or Doc, for a long time, and I've been a student assistant since I was a 7th grader, and now I'm a student in charge. And I think Space Voyage is a really great program. I think that it's a very educational experience. I think it's a wonderful experience. And I know I've been involved in a lot of different gifted programs, and I know that Space Voyage is definitely my favorite. Although I'm not a real space buff and I'm not planning on being an astronaut, I still have an incredible amount of fun, and I love working with kids. And we just have a great time, and there's something for everybody here at Space Voyage. Nobody ever walks away bored.
Space Voyage Simulations is the innovative and unique program about space that takes place in your school. It challenges each group of up to 48 students to think like an astronaut as they guide space shuttle missions and build Space Station Freedom. Each simulation immerses the students in problem solving, communication, and teamwork. Decisions made by students during the simulation actually determine the progress of each space voyage. Space Voyage takes place in 2 adjacent classrooms, a school library, or gym. Activities are totally interactive, inviting students to solve specific problems, practice communication skills, and consider new ways of working together as a team. Each simulation is individualized for district curriculum, special interests, and student ability. In the lower grades, say kindergarten through grade 5, students work a flight deck which simulates the processes and procedures of shuttle flight and the building of a model space station. In grades 6 through 12, students experience the hands-on workings of mission control and the flight deck. The complexity of the interactions between mission control and the flight deck is based on the conceptual ability of the students. In Space Voyage, students work in small groups on 10 to 15 activities, focusing on one or more of the following: positive thinking, teamwork, problem solving, or communication skills. Presently, there are over 70 activities from which to select. Okay, well, my name is Dr. Mark Palmere, and I'm here to help you go through Space Voyage. Space Voyage is made up of a whole series of activities that invite you to experience what it's like to think as if you're an astronaut. During your space voyage, you're going to be asked to do a whole series of activities that involve problem solving, teamwork, and communication. And during your flight, you're going to have some student assistants to help you. So this is a kind of a special flight for you. Behind me is the flight deck, and everything that you can do on board the shuttle, we can do here. If you look here, you'll see that there's a computer with a green screen, and there's one right next to it, so you can practice landing the shuttle. If you look here, you'll see a laser video disc of the shuttle getting ready to take off. And here you see the shuttle in the flight computer poised for a launch. If you look at the deck, you'll see that there's 2 joysticks. They're for practicing. Who would like to land the shuttle, practice, see what happens when you go right into the ground, going as fast as you can? Who'd like to see what the shuttle does if you did that? Well, you can do that. That's what a simulation does. Space Voyage is a shuttle simulation, a space shuttle simulation. Now, let's talk about space. Is there any gravity in space? What would it be like if your bedroom had no gravity? Would you like that? Who would like it if their bedroom could you turn the gravity off and have 0 gravity in your bedroom? Who would like that? Who would not like it? Who hides things under the bed? Who hides dirty stuff under the bed? Who likes to sleep with a blanket on? Does anybody have a fish tank in their bedroom? You don't? I know somebody has a fish tank. Well, if you were in 0 gravity, you couldn't sleep with a blanket on because it would float off, and you couldn't have a fish tank because all the water would be floating in balls, and the fish would have to go from the ball to another ball in order to stay alive.
Okay, well, this is the flight deck, and this is basically what you would see if you were inside the shuttle. From here, you can either launch, land, or work at the extravehicular activity on the lunar surface, working with the shuttle. Basically, you could do a tutorial to take off, or you could do a tutorial to land. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm having fun, and you can actually get out of the shuttle in little pods and do extravehicular activity on the lunar surface and build a space station on the lunar surface and launch satellites, etc. It's really a lot of fun, and it's a really great learning experience. You have to work with the whole team sitting here, and this entire thing can be filled up with approximately up to about 12 people. And there's tons of different ways to communicate back with mission control, and there are 3 microphones that go directly into a speaker here and a speaker on mission control, and also there's a telephone that's linked directly over. There's also a keyboard that you can type up messages, and it verbally communicates them. The computer actually speaks whatever you write, and also there's a switchboard that you can also send signals with to each other. And it's, as I said, the communication and teamwork is essential to make this whole thing pull together. Okay, this is mission control, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the heart of Space Voyage. Basically, this is where everything starts and everything ends. Nothing happens on the flight deck without permission of mission control, and here at mission control, once everything's going, every single one of these screens is lighted up and going at 100 miles an hour, and people are just trying to keep up with it. This can be manned by up to 12 students, and as I said before, on the shuttle deck, there's tons of ways to communicate between each other, because communication and teamwork is absolutely essential to make this whole thing pull together. you were inside a space shuttle in space and you wanted to grasp, say, a satellite outside the space shuttle, you'd have to use a mechanical arm in order to grasp it. And so that's sort of what we're simulating here with the robot arms. Basically, robot arms, you can make this as challenging as you want it to be. Basically, you could do lots of different things. First of all, you could pick up a cup, and if that's too easy, you can put a ball in a cup. And if that's still too easy, you can take a cup and put it on top of the ball and let it sit there. You can make this as hard as you want it to be, and truly, it's challenging for anybody. Anybody could find this hard.
What's your name? I'm Dr. Space Voyage. What can I do for you?
As you can see, it's really fun to talk to Dr. Spiazzo, even though he can't pronounce his own name. But basically, you can ask Dr. Spiazzo any question, and he's always got a response for you. And if he doesn't know what he's supposed to say, he'll come back with something extremely smart-alecky. Also on this computer, you can look through a whole bunch of different pictures and go through the cockpit, etc. But I think a lot more people find it interesting to talk to a smart-alecky computer.
Space Voyage brings school subjects to life. The desire to learn is the basis for a productive and successful life and is critical to the future success of all students. Space Voyage encourages educational excellence, stimulates excitement about learning, and makes reading, science, math, and social studies meaningful and relevant to the students. In addition to energizing students, our program renews teachers by integrating classroom curriculum, demonstrating new technologies, and providing ideas for class activities that can be used again and again by interested teachers and students. Space Voyage provides an in-depth, hands-on set of activities which are best described as high-tech, higher-touch. Students are introduced to present and future technologies, yet the focus remains on each individual.
At about 2:15 or 2:20, we're going to stop and do an evaluation and give you a whole bunch of good.
Space Voyage is the ultimate field trip.
If you'd like to learn more about Space Voyage Academy Charter School, please visit us on the internet at spacevoyage.com or directly to our new school site, spacevoyageacademy.org. Thank you.